Have you got another one for us?
I do. Here's a tune called Something Wild. We laid down on the tar fescue, listen for the ones we knew. Low on sleep and losing light, but there were songs in flight. Time took us for a well-worn path. You were built to break the mold. What a journey jumping off each page to watch your life unfold. Found those voices in the treetops, got away, we can't stop now. We'll see the summit at sunrise. Can't call you a lie, it all comes true. Something wild is guiding you all the way through. Tuned up that pain alone, sang it for the sweet unknown. Never settled on a guarantee. We took uncertainty. When the good times had lost their grip and the wheels of the season slipped, we were digging up the dreams we hid as down home and crazy kids. Found those voices in the treetops, got away, we can't stop now. We'll see the summit at sunrise. Can't call you a lie, it all comes true. Something wild is guiding you all the way through. Oh, 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 oh. So many ways, so many days. So many ways, so many days. Yeah. Found those voices in the treetops, got away, we can't stop now. We'll see the summit at sunrise. Can't call you a lie, it all comes true. Something wild is guiding you all the way through. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way.
Shay Martin Lovette live on WNCW in Studio B. Like the sound of that.
Thanks a lot, Joe.
Shay, how much of you might be in the main character in any of your given songs?
Well, I think as far as songwriters, and I think maybe even authors go, this is maybe a bold statement, but I feel like no matter what we say, they feel like we're us songwriters and authors and writers in general, I think, especially in the fictional or the type world. I think in this creative world, no matter how much we tell stories, and we no matter what they're inspired by, at the end of the day, I feel like at least 50% has to fall in line and kind of be impacted. And there's so much nuance to it, and it's one of those things. I think it's we try to get into that subconscious realm. At least I do for when writing. But when you tap into that, all elements of life, hopefully will come through. But then there's always the other side, those stories within yourself and what you've experienced. So I would say at least 50-50 as far as stories are concerned, and little things that maybe characters, maybe a story or something that's inspired a song wouldn't. It's not exactly the way it went, but maybe it would sound better, or something that I've experienced would, creative wise for me. Well, that kind of just tickles the right place in my brain and it sounds cool.
Have you ever realized that a song with characters that you've written might be about somebody that you didn't realize at first, that it might be about somebody that you knew?
Yeah, I mean, I think that happens for me, but in quite a bit. But it's not in one specific person. It's different types of. It's more than one person within a song. You might be thinking about just one specific verse, and I maybe thinking about one person, and then in another, it's another. It may be a friend or a family member. For me, it's. Those are the kind of things that I love about songwriting. Those little nuggets that maybe only I know about or that others know about, and then seeing how other how listeners interpret them and things. It's just kind of endless world of wonder, for lack of a better word.
When you put two and two together here, and you look at Shay Martin Lovette and the trail hiker and the fly fisherman, and then the subject matter of your songs, it doesn't take too long to ledger all of that, but I just think it's interesting. Your characters in your songs are so distinct, and it doesn't seem like you're writing about yourself. But thinking on it, it seems that you have a good bit of yourself reflected. For sure,
and I think that's for me. That's one of the struggles as a songwriter. I've always loved story songs. I feel like they're the hardest to write, for sure, and we don't always want to talk about ourselves, And so whether we're indirectly talking about ourselves through other characters, for maybe that's my space. I feel like I'm also sort of an introverted, or an extroverted introvert, in that I'm kind of introverted, but through my creative pursuits have come out of my shell some. So that's why I write the way I write too, when it comes to characters and little nuances and things like that.
Yes, it's therapeutic to write these songs, right?
You got it.
One of the last times I talked to you, it's been a couple of years,
right?
But you were hiking in portions the Mountain to Sea Trail.
That's right. The Mountain.
Did you complete that?
I have not. I've made some big progress. I'm out of the mountains now. The mountains. I mean, I haven't been to I speak too soon. I haven't been to the coast yet, but the mountains sections or segments they call them were very challenging. But I'm through with that. I'm headed towards Hanging Rock. If anybody who's been familiar with the Mountains to Sea Trail, headed towards Hanging Rock now, and I've just got about 18 miles to go. And it's the section between Pilot Mountain and Hanging Rock, and then I'll be on my way towards the Triad area, and then onto the Piedmont, and then working my way, down to the coast. I think I'm going to try. There's a paddle route, which I'm excited about. Would be like 200 miles in a canoe that I may try to do one of these summers or something. That would be really exciting. A lot of paddling. I think it's pretty, depending on the water levels, but headed towards, I think it's the PD River, but.
Cool.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the Appalachian, the AT, but this trail is a lot newer.
Right.
And it's always under development. They're always working on it. Volunteers are kind of making it so that it's not on a road. I think especially east, it tends to be a lot more paved.
Yeah, it does. I've got some sections I think I'm going to try to cycle on instead of walk the roads, but if I can, make up some time.
Do you still keep bees?
I do. We've got 4 hives. Shout out, Mom, if you're listening. She's we've got the hives down in Wilkesboro, and she actually may have gotten in them this earlier today, but we're hoping for the best and it's been a while since we've had a very good honey year, so maybe this is the year. Looking forward to getting back into it. And this is the time of year where they're nice, most of the time nice and friendly, and when they're out foraging. Yeah.
Shay Martin Lovette live in WNCW Studio B. Got a show Friday night at the Evening Muse in Charlotte, and that's alongside Esther Rose. Appalachian Theater, nice renovated theater there in downtown
Yes.
Boone on Saturday.
Yeah, very excited about that. First time at the Appalachian Theater. I've caught some shows there, and it just seems like a beautiful room. So, love to see all the Boone folks, the Wilkesboro folks, and yeah, anybody who's listening. It's going to be a good time. Tom Sawyer has a new record out as well.
They
so,
do.
yeah.
They do. And I was talking at the very first of this interview about wanting to talk up the Boone scene, and I've almost let it go without. So what's your take on the Boone scene lately?
Oh, I mean, I think the Boone scene always has a lot going on in the community. There's always the Jones House does a lot as far as the community lessons and things to try to drive home and instill the traditional aspects of acoustic music in the youth and everything. And we've got the great Appalachian Studies program. So I think folk music and songwriting are definitely alive and well in Boone. And I'm really hoping the Appalachian Theater, I'm hoping it just continues to thrive. I know it's been a long time coming for it to open, and really just excited to be there, and hoping that we can just really kind of continue to fill the seats there, and that it'll succeed for a long time. It's such a great piece of history. So glad it was saved right there on King Street in Boone, right across from Doc Watson. So very cool.
And Aaron Balance, your bandmate,
Sure.
he teaches at Appalachian still. Is that correct?
Yes, he does. Yeah, he's a creative writing, I believe, professor there, and an amazing friend and musician. So he'll be playing with me at the at the Appalachian Theater, as will Brandon Holder on the upright bass and harmonies. So those guys were with me last time I was here a couple years ago. So looking forward to that and to playing with them again. And then we've got, I think we'll also have the trio out at the Doc and Rosalie Watson Music Fest in Sugar Grove, and that's in July. Let's see, I'm looking at my cheat sheet here. That's on July 15th.
Yeah, and that's an inaugural festival that's just starting, right?
Yeah. So that'll be cool out in Sugar Grove. Looking forward to that one as well. Yeah.